director. Master and Commander, very good. Gallipoli, very good. Picnic at Hanging Rock is Peter Weir, isn't it? That's amazingly good. But The Truman Show is an example of a good idea made really boring and bland and unsubtle by Hollywood. Brilliant screenplay, apparently. For years it was one of Hollywood's best unmade screenplays.
Right.
And they made it and screwed it up.
And yeah, I saw it. I remember seeing it and coming out and thinking, that was brilliant. But then, about 10 minutes later, I thought, that was rubbish.
You know what it's disturbingly similar to?
What?
The Robin Williams film, Toys.
Right.
In its set design and stuff.
Hey, have you seen, you know that, okay, I'm going to be really...
And Big Fish. That's not, they're all of much of a muchness.
Right.
Like, you know,
sort of magic
art
realism.
films made with too much money. You want to make an art film, don't spend any money, and then you'll make something good.
What's the Robin Williams film where is it Kill Cokie or something?
Death to Smoochie?
Death to Smoochie. I was
or Kill Cokie.
Today having a good chat about films, and then he suddenly said, "Have you seen Death to Smoochie? Now that is a brilliant film, which nobody saw."
Well, I haven't seen it, and some people do say it's really good.
Yeah. Well,
maybe the listeners can help us. Is it any good?
All his opinions were pretty much on the money, I thought, and he said because that went straight to DVD, didn't it? In this country,
it might have got a little theatrical, but yeah, pretty much straight to oblivion.
Death to Smoochie,
directed by DeVito.
Yeah,
he hasn't got a very good track record. Throw Mama from the Train,
Misery.
He didn't direct Misery.
No, the film was Misery.
What else did he do, DeVito? I can't remember.
He did something about being a nasty landlord, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
He's got a fairly missable canon, though, DeVito.
What?
What's Brian written to you on that piece of paper?
He said, first person to email a review wins Kill Bill. To email a review of Death to Smoochie. There you go, because we've got to give these tickets away. Tell us if Death to Smoochie's any good, and we'll give you a pair of tickets for the... That's rather reflects badly on poor old Mike's achievement.
What?
Well, Mike used logic and cunning to work out a quiz, and now all you have to do is type in, it's rubbish.
Well, no, we're not going to read out it's rubbish, are we? We want a good review. An interesting review. Coming up in the next hour, apart from the usual fantastic music from the likes of Morrissey, Kings of Leon and the Bees, we have Ditties and the Dog. Joe and I will be battling it out for our one free play of the week. We'll be discussing adverts in more ludicrous depth. We'll be unveiling an extraordinary piece of educational rapping which one of our listeners has sent in.
I might be talking about the butterfly effect in some depth.
Oh, I'd like that.
I went to see that.
Okay.
I also went to see Kill Bill, so I'm going to chat about Kill Bill, Gabby Roslin's new film.
Brilliant. Why are you saying... Because she looks like Thurman?
She just looks like Gabby Roslin, yeah.
There was a time when Gabby Roslin was quite a frumpy person, but she's transformed now into a kind of lithe, boring butterfly. Anyway, that's all to look forward to here on XFM. Yeah, that's Elton John. No, it's the Scissor Sisters, isn't it? With Take Your Mama. You're listening to Adam and Joe on XFM. Now, we were just talking about the great unseen film Death to Smoochie, directed by Danny DeVito, starring Robin Williams. Robbing. And I was wondering what it was like, really.
And then the phone rang, and who was it? But Lauren Laverne.
From XFM's Drive Time weeknight show.
4 to 7.
4 till 7,
Mondays
except
to
for Fridays.
Thursdays. Lauren?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, where is she? Can you hear her?
Yeah, I can hear her. Lauren, you were at the party last night, weren't you?
I was, yes. I was DJing, actually.
Can I say that... Well, I said to your face, but you looked amazing last night. You're so beautiful. And you're clever.
What's going on?
I don't know. I think anyway, stop it.
Weird.
So you've seen Death to Smoochie?
I have, yeah. It's really good. You should watch it. You'd really like it,
Are
actually.
you sure? I don't like Edward Naughty Norton. So Edward Norton.
Like Edward Norton? Is it because you're jealous of him?
I don't like his Channel 4 show.
What?
No, I just...
Graham Norton, Joe.
No, I don't. I just don't like Edward Norton. Yeah, go on then.
What's it? So explain what it is.
It's basically really, really good. He's a children's entertainer, and Robin Williams plays a corrupt children's entertainer who's like got the top sort of kids type, Barney type show. He gets caught out for being corrupt and getting kids' parents to pay them to come on air and do birthdays and things. So they're all like really in trouble. So Edward Norton takes over, and Smoochie is his character, and Robin Williams goes mental and tries to kill him. But it's basically kind of quite an intelligent commentary on sort of anti-corporate, anti.
I hate corporates. I hate McDonald's.
I think that's why you'd like it. So it's kind of. I mean, I think it probably didn't go out onto DVD. It's a bit like Josie and the Pussycats.
Is that good?
Yes.
You know, I've
amazing.
had an idea. You know, like Oprah Winfrey has her book club, and Richard and Judy have their book club.
Yeah.
We could have a bad old film club.
Yeah,
so
'cause
each
we're not going to
week.
be able to make any XFM listeners read. Let's face it.
Well, exactly. But each week we could nominate like a neglected old film, like Josie and the Pussycats.
Josie and the Pussycats is the closest thing to a documentary about what it's like to be in a girl band I've ever seen. in my life.
Hey, and you'd know, eh?
Yeah, it's ace, but Dexter Smoochie, really, really good, very funny, and quite clever.
Well, that's a good recommendation. Thanks for that, Lauren.
Thanks, Lauren.
So, what have you got coming up on your show next week?
Well,
can ask?
actually, guys, I've got Supergrass on my show.
Have you?
For my record of the week, yes.
In person, or just playing their record?
I think in for chat, hopefully.
Are they good? Are they good at chatting, or are they a bit morose?
I don't know. I've only spoken to them in life. It's always difficult to tell, isn't it? Because I've never interviewed them. Sometimes people go a bit weird, don't they, when you point microphones up?
But they're nice in real life.
Yeah, no, they're great, yeah. So, yes, I've got them and, Kill Bill tickets and lots of other fun things, basically. It's good.
Fantastic. We'll be listening. Thanks very much indeed for
Thanks,
phoning in,
Lauren.
All right, lads. See
Bye.
you.
Love you. Bye. Love you.
And our Kill Double Bill ticket is going to go to Ben Rogers, who emailed us, who's reviewing Death to Smoochie, even though he hasn't seen it, which brilliantly, kowtows to our special segment. So Ben Rogers, you get the tickets.
What does Ben say about it?
He says he hasn't seen it, but he says it's one of those great unseen films that should be seen, suspenseful yet predictable. Robin Williams is extraordinary, etc. Quite simply a masterpiece. I love people who use etc.
Yeah.
in important, things.
Yeah,
etc.
exactly. Well, enjoy Kill Bill. Thanks very much for getting in touch, and thanks a lot, Lauren. Coming up after this, we'll be chatting about adverts. This is Adam and Joe on XFM. That's the Delays with Nearer Than Heaven.
So it's time for Rock and Rap. We've been asking you to submit your raps over the instrumental breaks in rock songs. We've had some quite difficult and challenging entries in the past. Some kind of funny ones, some moving ones, some disturbing ones.
I'll give you a quick example of the kind of thing I'm talking about. This is our in-house artiste, Scallywag, rapping over Fountains of Wayne.
What is your malfunction, man? I see Stacey's mom and that woman is a thing. I'm just like a cross between Larry Turner and one of the mentals on Trisha or Jerry Fat. And I don't mean P-H-A-T. If you've got the intention of banging a pensioner, that's disgusting, man. Stay away from me.
Fantastic.
There you go, that's Scallywag rapping over Stacey's mum. This is by Jack Dingleberry, possibly not his real name. He comes from Northern Ireland, and he's sent in a rap over Thin Lizzy's Whiskey in a Jar, which is a good song.
We should warn listeners that this is slightly technically challenged, isn't it? Or is it intentionally weird
I can't
sounding?
figure it out. Like a few weeks ago, we had a rap sent in that was the mic was really popping, so it was totally distorted. I don't know what the guy had recorded it on, but it sounded a bit weird. And this Jack Dingleberry's gone for the same production effect,
Right.
either intentionally or by accident. So you have to kind of bear with it a little bit. Anyway, check it out. It's about quite a serious rap dressed up in a sort of humorous way.
What's it about?
It's about testicular cancer.
Oh, good.
And the importance of giving yourself a regular
Terrific.
checkup. Anyway, here it goes.
I'm talking about testicular cancer because today I am the announcer. You don't want to be in any doubt, so you better take time to check them out. It's a bigger threat on the vesicle if you have an undescended testicle. So give yourself an examination. Don't give me procrastination. Your bones are the next generation. They're the future of our population. You're looking for a loan for information. No, there's no need for hesitation, so take a quick investigation. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Wowza.
That's the...
Some of those lyrics
before you
were...
wreck
Yeah,
yourself.
that's good, wasn't it? Some of those lyrics were a bit hard to make out. I'm talking about testicular cancer because today
You don't want to be in any doubt, so you'd better take time to check them out.
it's a bigger threat to your vestibule if you have an undescended testicule.
So give yourself an examination. Don't give me procrastination.
Your balls are the next generation. They're the future of the population.
You're looking for a lump or an inflammation. There's no need for hesitation. So take a quick investigation. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
But, you know, that was a very interesting sound he'd managed to get there. Lots of popping. I think quite a cheap condenser mic, because whenever he went up above a certain volume, he sort of sucked all the background music into his own voice, and wow, is all I can say.
What would be fun, I think, is to get some of these people into a studio.
Would that be fun?
Yeah.
Would you be in the studio at the same time?
You bet, because
elsewhere?
these people have got talent. Send your raps, ladies and gentlemen. We want more. You get the picture now, right? We want sort of quite high quality rap, as you heard from Jack Dingleberry there. If you can get it a bit more technically sus than that, we'd appreciate it, but don't worry too much. Send them to adamandjoe@xfm.co.uk if you want to send like a WAV or a MPEG or whatever the hell. What is it? MP3, there you go. Or you can go to xfm.co.uk, the XFM website, where you'll find all the details. Are you sure they're there? Because I went to the website and I couldn't find any examples of raps this week.
I could find them, but you know what? They wouldn't download.
Would they not?
No. But maybe it's just because of our computers at home. They're probably, if you've got a good computer, they're probably there. Don't worry, man.
We'll sort them out.
It'll be fine.
It'll all be fine. Everything's going to be fine. We got another 45 minutes left.
Oh, great.
This Saturday afternoon here on XFM. And here's some music right now, courtesy of Travis. That's Morrissey with Irish Blood, English Heart. Before that you heard Travis with Turn. And if Fran Healy is listening, then I hope you feel better. He's had to cancel loads of Japanese tour dates because he's had a mystery virus.
Now, was it Mark Dingleberry?
Jack Dingleberry.
Oh. Well, I think his real name's Mark, if this is the same person. He says, thanks for playing my rap. And the reason it was so technically poor was because apparently he used his headphones as a microphone.
I used to do that.
We all used to do that. Well, Adam and I used to do that.
Basically,
I was quite endearing.
If you stick pretty much any pair of headphones into a microphone jack, you can actually use them as a mic. It goes both ways.
Wow.
It doesn't sound very good. You get the popping effect you heard on Jack's rap.
Now, Ad, you're a big fan of Anna Friel, aren't you?
Oh, obviously. I love Anna Friel. She's the poor man's Kelly MacDonald.
She was you loved her in Brookie. Wasn't she in Brookie?
She was a lesbian lavatory lust lady in Brookie, and all them other things she's done since then. None of which I can remember, except now, of course, she is the star of a brilliant series of adverts for 3 Mobile, I think it is. The one with the big glowing 3. And so the first one, I think, was Anna in a pond or a lake or something, sploshing around, talking about being an actress. Don't know what it had to do with mobiles. And the latest one features Anna in a restaurant, in a kind of posh restaurant. She's wearing a posh red frock. And she is going from table to table in this restaurant like a kind of a person, discussing the advantages of 3 Mobile with the baffled customers in the restaurant. She says things like, so for example, this is a breadstick, and this glass of wine wants to talk to the breadstick. Breadstick, glass of wine, and then she gets quite angry and starts going, well, what don't you understand? Breadstick. No, that, and she starts confusing herself. So inevitably we empathise with the customers in this advert because Friel's point is impossible to decipher. And, she herself seems to be in the process of giving up trying to actually explain what she's on about. And the whole thing is so perplexing, it just kind of brings my whole life to a stop every time it's on TV.
Do you think the people that made it knew what they were getting at?
They must have done, man, because they spend a lot of money. I wonder how much she gets paid for a thing like that, because, she's a pretty successful actress. That's a difficult move for any actress, is to appear in a high-profile series of ads.
Well, we, as actresses, we found it difficult to appear in those surf ads.
Well, we were lucky because every ad that we appear in seems to vanish after about 3 days, so it's kind of the best of both worlds for us. But we don't make the big bucks that some of the other people who appear in these high-profile ads presumably do make. I mean, I hope that Anna Friel got paid about £500,000 for those ads.
That's what it would take, wouldn't it, for that scale of a loss of
but really well paid, are the blokes that dress up as women for those, you know, the Bounty,
the Bounty kitchen roll. Yeah. Why?
Because, well, I think they do a good job, eh?
You know what? If I was a kid and I went to the theatre, and whenever I went to the theatre when I was a kid, I'd look through the programme and I'd check out what all the actors had been in on telly. I didn't care about anything else, about what they'd been on telly. If one of the blokes from